Hey ladies. Um, really quickly, I want to talk about what is blocking your view. Reason I say the reason I'm asking what is blocking your view, because you can have a goal or a dream, but if you're not attacking it diligently, if you're not being diligent about changing your mindset, if you're not being diligent about changing your habits, because you're going to have to become a different person. You're still going to be you, but you have to become a different version of you to obtain those things that you want, right? You don't have them now because you're working towards them, because you have to acquire some things to obtain them, right? So you have to become a different person. And through the process, you're going to become a different person. You know what I'm saying? You're bettering yourself. You're stretching yourself. You're defining yourself. So what is blocking your view? What Sometimes we get in the habit of disappointment. Um, Disappointment can start creating doubt, fear, and disappointment hurts. I'm gonna be honest. Disappointment hurts, and sometimes you just don't even want to feel it. So I think we shrink our belief system, we shrink our expectancy, and that is because you're looking at these things that you put on your vision board or the things that you're believing for. You're shrinking them because you're looking to be able to obtain those things only through your power. Now I'm gonna be really, really straight up with you all today. It's bigger than you. You really have to understand that is nothing that God can't do. Nothing God can't do. And if whatever you are believing in, like, you really want to put on your vision board, but you ain't putting it on it because you like I don't think that's even gonna happen. I don't think that's possible. But it's a thought that has crossed your mind several times. It's something that's in your heart, but you're shrinking it because you don't see how you can obtain that thing. You don't see how you can reach that goal. You don't see it in the natural. And I hope I'm expressing what I'm trying to say in a way that you understand what I'm saying. Because when I first started doing my vision boards, I was like thinking of stuff I wanted to put on there, but I was like, I ain't gonna put it on there because I don't want nobody to be like, I'm telling you, I ain't want nobody to be like, I'd be like, this ain't. But I really wanted it. You know what I'm saying? I really had a desire in my heart for it, but I didn't believe, you know what I'm saying? I would rather just be like, it's okay. But I continued to go through the process of self-development. I really, really, really did a lot of self-development. I did a lot of self-reflecting. And I knew I had to make a change because I knew that the way my life was going, God didn't put me on earth for that. I'm amazing. And you are amazing too. Like, you gotta know. You have to know. That's why I keep drilling about affirmation and self-awareness and identity. And that's why I just been digging in it. But I know I got a little off. But I'm really passionate about that. But when I say what is blocking you from seeing What is in your view? For instance, I went to a mall. This was probably when it was in the summertime. I don't remember. But anyway, it was like 2 or 3 handicap parks. I could have sworn I had parked in the first park that's not handicapped after the handicap parks. So, because it was handicap parks and then it was me, you know? So I went in the store, did what I had to do, and I came back. I was at the mall. Came back out. And I was like, I know I was parked over here. Like, I don't see my car. I don't see my car. I know I was parked over here. I don't see my car. And I was like, so I started to look in different places and but I'm like, I know, I knew I was parked over there, but because I didn't see my car, I started doubting myself. I was like, okay, girl, you wasn't in there that long, but you must got something on your mind because your car ain't right here. So I started to look, around. I was like, let me just get my twerper. And I twerked, and I hear the noise coming from where I know I parked. And I was like, but I don't see my car, So I kept twerping and following. But what happened is my car was behind. See, I was moving fast, I assumed that I was parked in the first park after handicap. But it was this big old, what are those, Suburban. A big old long black, Suburban's big. I got a hunchback, a hatchback, or whatever they call. So it was blocking my view. It was blocking my view. It caused me to cause doubt in where I knew I was supposed to be. And that's just like with our vision boards, with our goals, and with our dreams and our desires. Sometimes something is standing in our way, and it causes us to have doubt of where we know where we're supposed to be going. It causes us to look around and think that we're supposed to be on a different lane, on a different road. We're not going in the right direction, but it's something that's in your way that's blocking where you belong, where you're getting to. I needed to get to my car so I can get to my destination where I needed to go. So we need to find out what is blocking you. Is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it disappointment? What is it? Because the thing is, I need you to get out your little twerper. And really listen. Listen to what I'm saying. You really need to self-evaluate. Fear is false. Fake evidence appearing real. We know that. Fear is false. It's a false thought in our mind. It's like it makes you feel like it's want to protect you, but yet it's hindering you. That's what fear is. Fear makes you think that feeling is protecting you. That fear, I'm not going to do it. It's funny because I just read a book. Well, I read it to my daughter last night, but I liked it so much. It's a little kid's book, but I liked it so much. I actually had read it to some other kids. It's about a koala bear who was in a tree, and he wanted to go down and play with the other animals, but he was too scared because he felt like it was too fast paced and he was safe in his tree. But he was missing out on so much of the fun because he convinced himself that it was scary down there. But the reason it was scary down there, just like it may be scary to you, is because you haven't been there before. And maybe you have tried to get there and something happened. It didn't work out. You fell on your face. Majority of the times when you trying something new, you're going to fail 7 times. 7 times. When you are trying something new, you are going to fail 7 times. But the thing is, each time you go back, you're going to be more knowledgeable. Each time you go back, you're going to be more knowledgeable. You're going to know, okay, this about to swing this way. So let me whoop back up. Okay, I remember when I stepped right here, it wasn't a good foundation and I fell through. So let me not step right here. I'm going to step over here. But you have to keep pushing towards whatever it is you're working at. Because in that process, God is defining you. God is raising you up to be what you need to be and who you need to be when you solidify that position, when you solidify that goal, when you get to where you are supposed to be going. But the thing is, we got fear. You got anxiety. You got doubt. You got naysayers. That's why it's so very important that we do these affirmations, that you do this affirmation and that you really self-evaluate and really know your self-identity. And I'm going to get into self-identity. There's a lot of questions. I'm just figuring out how I'm going to put it together and put it out here so you could go through the process of really self-identifying with yourself. Just because you sleep with yourself every night, just because you shower with yourself every day, just because you eat with yourself every day and you see yourself in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? That's not knowing who you are. You need to know your capacity. You need to know your trigger points. You need to know your happy place. You need to know your favorite color. You need to know your love language. You need to know how you set your boundaries. You need to know what makes you smile, what makes you feel good. Because a lot of times we just go with ourselves. You're not really sitting there reflecting, talking to yourself. That's why it's so easy for us to see a fault in somebody else before we see it in ours. Before we see our own fault. Because we're on the outside of the person that we're faulting or whatever we see, like, or something good. You're like, oh, I wish I could be like them. They're so smart. Everything just happens. You so busy observing somebody else, and that's because we're on the outside, but we are on the inside of ourselves. So that's why you need to take time and self-reflect and get to know yourself. See the good in you. See how amazing you are. See the things that you need to correct, your faults. And I talked this morning, I did a live and I believe I posted it. I talked about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to work on that this weekend. And also I want you to work on anytime you at the store, you at the gas station, you at the park, you at the gym, you at work. And you see somebody and you get and you about to think like, now why did she have to say that? She know that was just rude. This. Pause. Take your energy off of other people and put your energy on you. Bring it in. Pause. Every time you about to say something about somebody, I don't care if it's good or bad, even look at somebody and say, oh my God. She is so smart. She is so good with those kids. She is so good with her hands. That girl could lay some tracks. That girl can do a sewing. That girl knows she could do a face massage. Whatever it is, stop. Reverse it. Reflect on you. What are you great at? What are you so excited about yourself about that you can do so well? So that's what I want y'all to work on too. Because it's so much going on in this world. And tomorrow is not promised to anybody. But don't you want to not leave this earth or not let time pass you by without standing in what God promised for you? Without obtaining what God promised for you? Okay, you may have had a bad week. It's okay. It's okay. It don't mean stop. It don't mean quit. It don't mean give up. Do it again next week. I don't care if you have to do the exact same thing next week. Do it. It's not about who gets there the quickest. It's about who endures to the end. It's about building your endurance, because your endurance builds character. Your endurance will show you who you are. Your endurance will reveal some things to you. So reflect and think about what is blocking your vision. What is in your way? A lot of people say, well, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. Well, if you're watching me right now, you got a phone, you got a computer, you got something where you can see me on this social media. So if you got that, then guess what you could do? You could research. Google. You could research. Oh, I ain't got no money to buy no book on how to learn how to do that. YouTube. Write your plan out, write your vision out, make it plain. And then break it down. Okay, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do first. This is what it's something that you can be doing to work towards where you're trying to go until you get the things that you say you don't have. Well, I can't do this because I need a degree. Okay, that's fine. What's your plan on getting your degree? Write the plan out. Get your research. Get registered to go to that class. You should know when class is starting. You should know the deadlines. You should be getting your paperwork in order. Be proactive is what I mean. Be proactive. Don't wait till you got what you need to start trying to do things. It is always something that you can be doing. It is always something that you could be doing. And you always have yourself. You ain't going nowhere. Use this time to self-evaluate. Affirmate. Get your mind in body in alignment. Get your mind in alignment with the will of God. Get your thought process together. Change your language. How are you speaking to yourself? How are you speaking over your life? What are you affirming over your life? What are you proclaiming over your life? These are things you could be working at. You don't need no money to do this. You don't need no internet. You don't need no gas. You don't need no car. You don't need no pencil. You don't need no pen to speak. Because life and death is in the power of our tongue. And I promise you, you keep speaking life. You keep speaking life. You keep speaking life. You have to train your mind. And everything else follows. Mind, body, spirit follows. But life and death is in the power of your tongue. Now, I don't went a little long on this video. I didn't mean to go this long. But y'all have a good day and work on these things. And remember, girl, go get her. Love y'all.